Diego is on the phone today for a first date follow-up, and he's getting ghosted by a woman named Samantha. So in a few minutes, we'll call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him a second date. But first, Diego, how long has it been since you heard from Samantha?
It's been a minute. It's been like over a week right now. And it's just weird.
So have you been trying to get a hold of her? Or how did you guys leave it after the date?
Let me just give you the full story. So basically, I met her online and we were texting each other. We had a really good, sort of vibes going. And we figured our first date would be at a pottery class. And it was great. Even when I picked her up to go to a pottery class, she was roasting me about my playlist in my car. And it was just flirty in a way too. It was really cool. And it was fun. It was a good feeling. And, so we did our pottery class thing. It was messy, creative, kind of romantic in a ghost way. You ever seen that movie Ghost with Patrick Swayze and Whoopi Goldberg and Demi Moore? So, all right, long story short, I kept overspinning my wheel and splattering clay everywhere. Mm-hmm. And I think that's why she ghosted me, because it even spilt on another couple next to us, which was kind of faux pas.
You think maybe she's ghosting you because you were messy with your pottery?
Yeah, I was splashing everywhere. Yeah.
Did she seem bothered by it?
I mean, I just felt like she was. I think we still had sparks. She was laughing and she was even snorting. It was we were. It was. Pretty, I thought it was pretty funny, but then I don't know. You know what I'm saying? She was even joking about me and about our Frankenstein bowls. And at the end, she hugged me, said goodbye, and even with clay still on my face, she still gave me a kiss in the cheek.
Okay.
I'll tell you this. I left thinking this is definitely someone I could actually vibe with long term. So it's kind of brutal with the radio silence,
Totally. Did the people that you were getting clay all over get upset? Was there an altercation, or it was just random clay flying? I'm just trying to understand at what point maybe she was rubbed wrong.
I don't know. I mean, everyone was kind of cool about it though, but you never know. You know what I mean? I mean, she definitely was joking about it. So I don't know if it was just to sort of a defense mechanism. So I don't know. I mean, I was really into her humor. I liked how she was making fun of me, and she's also self-deprecating too. We definitely vibe with the same type of humor. Mm-hmm. So I just don't want to lose that to see. You know what I'm saying?
Did she say anything she wanted to go out again?
Yeah, we were let's keep in touch, but it seemed genuine, not we'll keep in touch, but not,
I don't know. I feel like being bad at pottery is kind of a weird reason to ghost somebody, but maybe she's a pottery snob. I don't know.
Or maybe it's an excuse, which is also not helpful for you. I'm really sorry. But
we'll see if we can figure it out for you. All right, we'll play a song, come back, and then call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting you and maybe get you a second date, okay?
All right, sounds good.
All right.
Thank you.
We'll get your first date follow-up next.
Number one hits, millions of records sold, awards, sold out tours. You think the Jonas Brothers are satisfied? Nope. It's podcast time.
We get to ask other people questions because we're sick and tired of being asked questions.
Hey Jonas is available now, and their first guest is a big one, Paul Rudd.
Steve Carell is a great singer.
Didn't he tell you not to audition at The Office or something?
I told him.
Whoa.
We were filming Anchorman. Clearly, I was the idiot. Thank God he didn't listen to me, right?
Listen to Hey Jonas on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Joy is essential, and it's also elusive. You can't order it, you can't borrow it, or simply hope it into life. But now, there's a new and exciting way to start your journey toward a more joyful existence. Joy 101. It's a new podcast hosted by me, Hoda Kotb. Together, guys, we'll have meaningful conversations with the world's most fascinating people. Entertainment legends, sports icons, wellness experts, and everyday people will share how they find, allow, and experience joy. If you're craving inspiration, support, and useful tools to maximize your joy, tune into these candid, uplifting, and moving on-air chats. Joy after a breakup, joy as an empty nester, joy after a loss. This new podcast will speak to you. Listen to Joy 101 with Hoda Kotb starting June 10th on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Keith Giamanco seemed like a mild-mannered suburban dad, but secretly, he became someone else, a master of disguise who went on a crime spree. At the time, did it seem like a crazy idea?
It seemed very crazy, but I felt so desperate that I felt it was the quickest, easiest way out.
Did you allow yourself to think about how it could go wrong and what that might look like?
No, I didn't want to manifest that. I was trying to manifest success.
Every family has its secrets. But what happens when you discover that your dad has been living a double life?
That is not the look of an innocent man. This is going to change my life and my family dynamic forever, because everything that had existed prior in my reality is now untrue.
Listen to Deep Cover The Family Man on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
If you're just joining us for today's first date follow-up, Diego is on the phone and he's getting ghosted by Samantha. So we're about to call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him another date. But first, Diego, why don't you break down your date for us again real quick?
Yeah, so basically met her online. We had great vibes, and we went to a pottery class. Things got a little messy, and just trying to hear back from her. Hopefully I didn't make a total myself. You know?
I hope you didn't say that.
All right.
That's kind of like,
yeah. All right, you ready for us to call her?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Samantha, please?
Speaking.
Hey, Samantha, how are you? This is a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Samantha. I'm Nina.
Hi, I'm Victoria.
And my name's Jubal. What's up?
Hi.
Hi.
What's up?
Not much. Have you ever listened to the show before?
I've heard of you guys, but I don't really listen to the radio that much.
That's
Okay.
fair.
Okay.
Well, thank you for hearing of us.
That's good
Cool.
news.
Yeah, that's good. We're calling you today because we got an email about you.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. We do a segment on the show, and it's called the First Date Follow-Up. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then you end up ghosting them, that person can email us to ask why you're ghosting. So do you have any idea who would email?
Yeah, I might have a slight idea.
Okay. Who is it? Or who do you think it is?
Are you calling about Diego?
Yes, it is Diego. We talked to Diego. He told us a little bit about your date, and he really liked you, and he's wondering why you're ghosting him. Would you mind telling us?
Oh, gosh. This is on the radio?
Yeah.
This is so awkward. Okay. I mean, I really didn't expect to, talk about this, publicly, on the radio. This is kind of crazy. Okay. So, honestly, guys, gosh, this is so weird. No, he's great. He's great. We had a great time. We went to a pottery class. It was really, really fun. But he's just not, the guy for me. Let me just say that.
But did something happen, or is it just a vibe you're getting?
He has some mannerisms that are just not, I don't know if I can really deal with that.
Mannerisms?
So, yeah. I don't want to be rude. I'm so sorry. I don't want to be rude.
Well, he's prepared, we told him that we would tell him whatever you told us, and he's prepared to hear whatever.
Okay. In the nicest way possible. We, went to dinner, and the way he was drinking his soda, he was, slurping the straw like he was auditioning for a kazoo band.
Yeah.
I don't know how I could ever recover from that. It was so, I was had secondhand embarrassment. It was so loud. Everyone in the restaurant was turning around to look.
Oh.
And yeah, it was that bad. It was so loud. And it wasn't just one time. It was over and over again. It was so bad.
It just gave you the ick. It was a turn off.
It gave me, yes, completely. It gave me the ick. And I don't think I could do that.
Do you think he does that all the time? I guess we could find out, but if he does that all the time or just when he drinks soda?
Oh, I don't know. I assume anytime he drinks through a straw.
Okay.
It's like, did you never learn how to drink out of a straw? Like growing up? Like what is going on here?
Well, Samantha, just to let you know, Diego is on the phone and wants to talk to you.
Oh. Was he like listening to that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Guys, you told me you were going to tell afterwards. I'm so sorry. That was so rude.
That's how you feel, though. You're being honest.
Yeah.
Happened.
I'm just sorry. Wait, you ghosted me because I sipped too hard on the straw? That's like,
yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right?
The sound is burned into my brain. Like people were turning around. Did you not notice? Like everyone turning around. I mean, like who brought the human espresso machine?
Oh my God.
It wasn't just once. It was like every sip, like surround sound slurping. Like I was embarrassed.
Oh my God. I was thirsty. Okay. Like you handed me spicy noodles. What did you expect?
I don't know, to drink water like a normal person, not like a one-man tuba section.
Oh.
Wow. Guess I'll start hydrating in silence from now on.
You have to be honest.
So you'd seriously not date me because of the way I drink from a straw?
Yeah. Like I just can't unhear and unsee and like undo the ick that gave me. I'm really, really sorry. It's not your fault. I mean, maybe, but
how many times would I be drinking from a straw? That's like a rare occurrence. It's not like I drink from a straw every day.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know.
Fine. I'll never touch a straw again. I swear. I'll just drink out of cupped hands if I have to. Whatever.
Okay. Well, we don't know if you're quiet when you do that, though.
Okay, but it's not just that. Like, anytime you would be drinking any liquid ever, I would just be thinking about the straw incident.
Straw?
The straw incident? Oh, my God. You named something? You named it the straw incident?
It was that bad. It's burned into my brain. And then afterwards, I changed your name in my phone to Straw Boy.
Ooh. Oh, wow.
Yikes. Well, Samantha, would you like another date with Straw Boy? We'll pay for it.
You know, Diego, I'm sure there's someone out there who is a good match for your straw drinking habit. It's not me, unfortunately. I'm so sorry. I did have a good time with you, but there's someone better for you out there.
Can you just we had a good time. Can you just give me another shot? Like, I didn't know that I sipped that straw that bad. I'll make sure I don't drink straws that crazy again, or I won't even touch a straw as long as I'm like seeing you. How about that? Like, and I know it's ingrained in your head as the straw incident, but honestly, like, I'm hoping you thought about the other incidents as like, the fun times we had incident, the pottery incident, like the car playlist incident. Like, I'm hoping you think about like the positive vibes we had to each other and not just that one weird ick moment. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I mean, that was well said. Okay. Fine. I will go out with you one more time just to see. Only because you sound desperate enough to be entertaining. And on one condition.
Wow. You still want that, Diego?
No straws, but it's going to take a lot of convincing. I'll do it.
Oh my God. Thank you, Sam. I really appreciate it. Like, I'll even go on YouTube and like watch tutorials on how to drink a straw properly.
Wow. Does that exist? It must.
You can get good with his tongue.
Whoa.
Jubal's first date follow-up. #1 hits, millions of records sold, awards, sold-out tours. You think the Jonas Brothers are satisfied? Nope. It's podcast time.
We get to ask other people questions because we're sick and tired of being asked questions.
Hey Jonas is available now, and their first guest is a big one, Paul Rudd.
Steve Carell is a great singer.
Can he tell you not to audition for The Office or something?
I told him.
Whoa.
We were filming Anchorman. Clearly, I was the idiot. Thank God he didn't listen to me, right?
Listen to Hey Jonas on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey everyone, this is Teddy Mellencamp
and Tamara Judge from Two Teas in a Pod.
There's been one scandal that's consumed our lives these last couple of months.
We're recapping the 3-part Summer House reunion, and as always, we're being brutally honest.
We're dissecting timelines, receipts, blind items, and previous episodes.
Amanda and Wes, watch out. We're not going to be easy on you. Listen to 2 T's in a Pod on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
If anything, this second date update will be a lesson to the guys out there not to take a first date to a casino.
Why?
Don't do it. Do you guys remember the second date update we did with the last guy who took a girl to the casino?
Yeah, and then he gambled everything away.
He had like a gambling problem
Yes.
and stayed at the table so long she went to the bar and met somebody else.
Yes.
Well, Timothy took his date Ivy to a casino as well, and it didn't work out very well for him. Did it, Timothy?
No, I have no idea what happened. It was a good date, you know what I mean? And it just like blew up in my face.
Now, I read your email and you said things went bad at a certain point. It's not because you were like addicted to gambling and went crazy in the casino. Is it like explain what happened?
Okay, yeah. I'm totally not a drunk. I'm totally not a gambler. Like
That's
this
what
was
they all say before they enter the program.
Well, it actually seemed like it was good. You know, we went to fancy seafood dinner, and then we went to the casino, and we were at the roulette table, having a good time. She gets up to excuse herself. 5 minutes later, I get a text saying, "Had to go. Thanks for dinner."
What?
Yeah.
She left?
Yeah.
I will say, Timothy, y'all are going to make fun of me right now, but I am really sensitive to smoke, and sometimes if I'm in the casino, I can get sick.
I had to run home to get my inhaler.
My asthma.
I will be back shortly.
Just saying.
So she just left, and you've tried to get a hold of her since then, right? You've tried to take her out again.
Yeah. I mean, like, basically, I'm still at the table, and I texted her. I was like, "Are you still in the casino?" And then she just texted me driving home.
Weird.
So basically, I texted her again the next day. You know, I was just like, "Hey, you know, I had a good time. You know, it'd be fun to go out again. You know, any chance?" And she just texted back, "I don't think so." And it was like all of a sudden, like, did I say something offensive or something? And I'm trying to like rack my brain. I don't think I did anything dumb. I don't know. I can't.
Are you sure? Are you sure you didn't get distracted at the table for too long and ignore her? That's what happened to the last guy we talked to who took a girl to a casino.
No, I mean, we're seriously like having a good time. Like, I wasn't like ignoring her. You know, I didn't go into some weird black hole of gambling addiction.
Yeah.
You know, and I didn't get drunk.
You sound likable and actually not crazy.
Is there anything that you can think of that you did on the date? Did you say anything to her?
There's one. Okay, so I did do something in preparation for the date that I don't usually do that I did that may have backfired.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
That's creepy.
What'd you do?
Sorry.
It is creepy.
No, I mean, like, I was just kind of like, you know, looking for the date, and I quit smoking, but I used to smoke a lot, and so I had my teeth bleached.
You had your teeth whitened.
Oh, yeah.
That's
not bad. I did that after I quit smoking, too.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine that episode of Friends where Ross gets his teeth whitened, and it's like glow in the dark white.
Is it that bad, or are they just a whole new shade of white, or can you see them from miles away?
I'm pretty, like, naturally dark complexion, and I think the new color of my teeth is a little bit shocking, and I have pretty, like, straight teeth, you know, and so, like, all of a sudden it looks like I'm wearing, like, crazy dentures.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think even if she thought your teeth were like veneers and you were fake or whatever, that's enough to get a girl to just leave you in the middle of a date. She probably won't want to go out with you again if she doesn't like the way you look, but I doubt she's going to just ditch you.
And she hung out for hours.
I mean, like, we had a good time, but I started feeling kind of self-conscious. Like, I'd go to the bathroom and kind of, like, look at myself and like, oh, my God.
Maybe it's in your head then. Well, we're going to play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Cool.
All right, hang on, man.
Get jazzy on. Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
This whole time, I've been picturing Timothy, the guy doing the second date update, like some character out of a bad mobster movie.
Why?
He's just at the casino with these blazing white teeth.
Oh.
I picture him with like some shaded glasses and a big butterfly collar on.
Few gold chains.
Yeah, they call him Timmy the Tooth.
Timmy the Tooth.
Timmy the Tooth. What's up, man? Are you ready to do the second part of your second date update?
Yeah, I'm ready.
If you're just tuning in, Timothy called us about a girl named Ivy. He took her to the casino. Things were going all right. They were at the roulette table. She said, I'm going to the bathroom. And then texted him, said, I'm driving home.
Yeah.
When he tried to get a hold of her again, she said, no, we're not going out. The only thing that Timothy can think of that could have turned her off is the fact that his teeth are incredibly white because he just had them whitened.
I feel like he's missing something that happened.
There has to be.
The thing is that guys necessarily aren't good at picking up on these hints. Mm-hmm. Did she at all act attracted to you?
She didn't act repulsed by me. Like we were, I don't know, we were in that zone. We were in like a good first date zone.
That's usually what happens when you're in the good first date zone. They leave you in the middle of the thing and say they never want to see you again.
Yeah.
All right, Tim, you ready to call her?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Ivy, please?
This is Ivy.
Hey, Ivy, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. I'm moving 92.5.
Who's this?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning on the radio station moving 92.5.
Oh. Hi. Hi.
How's it going?
Kind of weird. How are you?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Description.
Any idea why I'm calling you, Ivy?
No idea.
I'm calling you because you recently went out on a date with a friend of mine, a guy with very, very white teeth. He goes by the name Timothy, and you guys went out to the casino. Does that ring a bell?
Yeah.
That was a downward tone.
Wow. Well, Timothy emailed us about you because he really enjoyed your date, and he's wondering why you left in the middle of it.
Okay. I don't know what to say.
Okay, so he told us that, you guys went to the casino and you seemed to be having a good time. And then all of a sudden, in the middle of you guys playing roulette, you got up and said you had to go to the bathroom. And then you texted him and said, I'm driving home.
Mm-hmm.
And then he said something about later on, like, hey, do you want to get together again? And you said, absolutely not. So he clearly did something to upset you, right?
He told you all of that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, kind of. Yeah, actually.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, what did he do?
Yeah, please tell us, because this one's killing me. He sounds like a normal, nice guy.
Mm-hmm. This was a first date, and he had a big, huge plan, and I was not into it.
Okay.
He, proposed marriage over sushi or something.
Ivy, he says that the only thing he can think of that went wrong on the date was the fact that he had just had his teeth bleached a little while ago, and he thinks maybe that his ultra-white teeth turned you off. That wasn't it?
No, he had fine teeth. What the hell? So we're at dinner. It was a nice dinner. And then they brought out dessert menus. And instead of ordering dessert, he pulls out, oh my God, he pulled out like a key card for the hotel in the casino.
Uh-huh.
What?
And puts it on the table. I'm like, what's that? And he's like, well, I took the liberty of getting a room upstairs, and I have got some champagne, and I thought maybe we could go have dessert upstairs.
No,
right. So he was trying to get you up to the hotel room already.
Oh, God, and using a horrible cliche for all of it.
Nice.
Honestly, I was so shocked, and I didn't know what to do. So I just sat there and, was thinking about it the whole time in my head, and I'm starting to get pissed.
Yeah.
What kind of girl does he think I am? But seriously,
Hey, Ivy, I know who we can ask what kind of girl he thinks you are, because Timothy, you Casanova.
You hornball.
He's on the other line right now. Timothy, you didn't tell us about the room key. That's a big detail to leave out.
Timmothy's on the phone now?
Yeah, he is. Say hi to Timothy, Ivy.
Hi, Ivy.
So embarrassing.
I didn't think it was that big of a deal, and I did not think that you thought of it that way. Seriously, I was like, I ordered that hotel room as soon as we made the plans because I knew that we were going to drink, and I don't drive drunk. And when I went up to the hotel room, when I first got to the casino, it was really nice. It was there was a beautiful view, and there was a mini fridge, and I was like, yeah, I'll get some champagne. It would be super nice. And I totally was not thinking that it was creepy at all.
Right.
If it was so platonic and everything, why not get 2 hotel rooms?
I just figured for myself, I was going to stay there no matter what.
Oh, okay.
I just figured, hey, we're out here. I'll get a hotel room. No big deal.
Uh-huh.
You know, can I be completely honest with you, Timothy? I think that's a heaping pile of bullshit.
Yeah, girl.
It's just an excuse. You just wanted to get into my pants. So you're acting all noble, like, oh, I don't drink and drive. Honestly, with me on a first date, you must have thought I was easy. You must have thought I was a but just we're trying to get laid on a first date, and you can't make any excuses that are going to make up for that.
Okay.
I'm
okay.
not
In my defense,
Okay, wait.
let me just say, in my defense, now, your friends did say that I might get lucky, but that's not what I was thinking.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. But that's not what I was thinking. That's your friend. So you,
Ivy, do you think that your friends would have sold you out like that and told Timothy that you're a sure thing?
I don't care. All I know is it's insulting. It's ridiculous. I'm not so sorry, and it's the rudest thing that anyone has ever done on a first date, ever.
What? Well,
okay, so let me just say, like, I think when I brought the key card out, I may have made it a little bit more of a joke. You know what I mean? Like
now he's backpedaling.
Like, want to go to my room? You know, like I did kind of say it like that. Like, kind of
yeah,
like,
right.
Joking, you know?
Hey, Timothy, let's just stop where you're ahead, all right? Or not even close to
Yeah,
a head,
way
actually.
behind.
Let me just stop you. How about that?
Yeah.
Ivy, I would love to ask if you would like to go out on a second date with Timothy. We will pay for it. I'm sure Timothy is down. Yeah. Would you be willing to go out with Timothy again? We will pay for it.
Well, let's see. Somebody who orders a hotel room on
Yeah.
our first date,
That's a very good point.
I'm going to go with no.
Oh, man.
Shocking.
That surprises me, Ivy. Yeah, you sounded like you were smitten with the guy. Timothy, have you learned anything from the second date update?
Yeah. You know, I guess I'm just going to have to be a little cooler, I guess.
Be a little slicker next
Or maybe
time.
just, go for it and just hire a lady for the evening.
Yeah.
So you know what you're getting into.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
A guy named Kipling is on the phone today for a second date update.
Ew, he sounds very high class.
Yes, he does. Kipling. Apparently, he's not very good at dating, doesn't date a whole lot, and he's afraid that his nerves might have got the best of him on his first date. Kip, how you doing?
Good.
Can I call you Kip?
Yes, actually, Kip is. Most people call me Kip.
Okay. I don't know why. I just don't want to call you Kipling the whole time.
I know, it just sounds
I don't know
weird.
why,
It
but it
rolls
sounds
off
weird.
the tongue weird.
Yeah, it's kind of. Yeah, it's a weird name.
Okay. So, Kip, now I want to call you Kipling every time. This is.
I mean, you can if you want to.
All right.
And
Well,
Kip,
anyway.
remember, you're getting made fun of by a guy named Jubal,
Yeah,
so
right.
you're fine, dude.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, Kipling, whatever. Just tell us about your first date a little bit. What's the problem?
Okay. Well, I don't generally date a lot, like for the most part.
Okay.
I just don't go on a lot of dates. I don't do the whole online dating thing, just because it's weird and hard. But anyways, this friend of mine at work, she sort of showed me this, her friend, Mona. She was showing me pictures of her. And
It sounds to me like you're trying to say your friend from work hooked you up with a date.
Yeah. Am I not explaining that right?
Well, I mean, you did. It just sounds like you're a little nervous maybe and kind of all over the place.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fine, man. You're doing a really good job.
Yeah,
You're here with friends.
Okay.
Kip will help you out.
So your friend set you up with a lady.
Right. My friend set me up with this girl, and we talked on the phone, and we decided to go to a restaurant. And I picked a really nice restaurant because I wanted to impress her. I mean, she looked really cute. I hadn't been on a date in a while, and I wanted to impress
Take her somewhere where they have silverware.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think that's a good move.
Classy.
Yeah.
A woman will always love you if you feed her well.
Well, I guess, yeah, right? But I got there late. I misjudged the traffic, and I got there like 15, maybe 20 minutes late.
Oh, wow. That is a lot late. Like 5 minutes is okay, but if you're 15 minutes late.
Yeah, it's a long time
I know.
to wait.
Did you text her and say, hey, run in a little bit behind?
No, I didn't want to text while I was driving. No one should do that.
That's a good point.
Back to your date, Kip. How did she react when you were that late? Did she seem upset by that?
She seemed fine with it. she was really nice about it, but I was already so nervous because I was late, and then this thing happened. Well, I guess I was surprised by the size of her. She had a really big chest area.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Wait.
That'll happen. That'll happen sometimes.
She had boobs, is what you're saying. Big ones.
Yeah, and I wasn't bothered by it, obviously, but sometimes I would catch myself, not talking or looking at her face, and I was just really nervous, and so at one point I feel like I overcompensated, and then I just stared too much at her face.
It's kind of like when somebody has a weird growth on their face or something, and you're like, I can't look at it, and then you keep catching yourself looking at it.
Yeah, but if that was on her chest.
Okay.
Did she?
She had two, I guess, apparently.
Giant growths.
Yeah.
Did you actually address the problem, or did you guys not talk about? I'm serious. Like
no. That she had big boobs. No.
Well, I mean, I have not a huge chest, but I have a larger top half, and when somebody's staring, sometimes I'll just ask, hey, up here.
Well, if you're asking me if I went online and looked at pictures of you, I haven't.
What?
No, I don't think she's saying that at all. I think she's saying, did it ever get brought up that you were having trouble paying attention to the conversation because of your date's boobs?
Oh, no, I thought that Brooke was asking me if I'd ever seen her chest because it's larger.
No, no, she wasn't. But hey, you can always go to the website after the second date update is done and look if you want.
No.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, Kev.
All right. So did she make any reference to you staring at her chest or not staring at her chest?
No, not that I remember. I didn't. I mean, no.
Okay. So it was just something that you were self-conscious about on the date.
Yeah, and then I was self-conscious that I was self-conscious about it.
Yeah.
So the whole time, that's all you were thinking about is don't look too long at her boobs. Oh, crap, I looked at her boobs.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. And then I was thinking about looking at her boobs, and it was just...
It was just downhill for you. Did you hear a word that she said on the date?
I mean, I know at one point she was talking about swimming, but I have no idea what that was about or anything.
How long did you spend at dinner staring at her breasts?
Well, so that was the thing. I thought that, I don't know, in my mind I thought dinner and drinks would last like 3 hours, and then we were done by like 45 minutes. So I started to panic, and I was, suggesting a bunch of activities like, you want to go bowling? Or, I don't know, I just was suggesting these activities, and she kind of wasn't really into it. She said she had to go and meet a friend, and so, I walked her to her car, and I didn't get a chance to like try to kiss her or anything because she was getting in her car, and then I asked her if I could call her, but she was closing the door. I don't know if she heard me or not.
So you walk her to her car, and she didn't really say much to you and close the door in your face? Because that's what it sounds like.
Well, it wasn't that bad. I was just a little nervous, and so by the time I, worked up the courage to just ask if I could call her, she was closing the door.
Okay. I picture her driving out of the parking lot. Like, can I call you? No? Okay.
And then she squealed off.
Kind of.
Kim, you sound like a really nice guy talking to you, but your description of the date sounds like you acted like an awkward perv.
Yes.
No, I wasn't being pervy. It's just that was what was on my mind about her. And I don't date a lot, and I thought that this girl was really nice, and we kind of had a nice time. I just was hoping you guys could help me figure out like what went wrong.
Okay, we can definitely do that. What we'll do is we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Okay, thanks, guys.
Okay, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
I can honestly say, out of all the second date updates we've ever done, the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of second date updates, I've never wanted anybody to get a second date more than my man Kipling, who's on the phone right now to do a second date update.
It's the story of an underdog.
You might know him as the Kipmeister, the Kippinator, Mr. Kipplesworth. Yes. Kipling is on the phone right now. He's a great dude, but he got a little nervous on his first date because he was ambushed by a woman with big bazooms.
How dare she? I don't think
and that will happen from time to time. Kip was not ready for it. If you were listening to the first part of the second date update, Kip explained that he has not dated very much. He went out with a girl that he met through a coworker, and when he met her at the restaurant, which he was 15 minutes late to, by the way, she actually had a very large chest, and Kip was nervous the whole time and couldn't pay attention. He barely heard a word she said. She ended the date by just hopping in the car and leaving, and he hasn't spoken to her since. Kipling, are you ready?
Yeah. I hope you can work your magic or do your thing, you know?
Well, we'll see if we can do our thing here. I'm going to dial the phone number right now, okay?
Okay.
Hello?
I was looking for Mona.
Yeah, this is her.
Hello, Mona. My name is Jubal, and I host a radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay.
Cool. Have you ever heard the show before at all?
Yeah, no, I mean, I've heard of you. I just don't listen that often.
Okay, cool. Well, you may have never listened really before, but you're actually on the show right now.
What do you mean?
I mean that one of our listeners actually sent us an email about you.
About me?
Yep.
Really?
Yep, and they said all nice things, too.
That's great. What's it about?
It's about a date that you went on recently.
Really?
Yeah. You went on a date with a guy named Kipling.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
Yeah, you mean Kip?
I do. Yes, I do. And he actually emailed us because he wanted us to get a hold of you. I guess you're not calling him back since your date, and he's confused.
Yeah.
Is there a reason why you don't want to go out with him again?
I mean, he seemed like a really sweet guy, but I could just tell he was really, really nervous, like anxiously nervous, like kind of extremely awkward.
On a scale of 1 to 10 and the most awkward dates you've ever been on, how was this date?
A 15.
I'll tell you why I ask it like that, because we actually talked to Kipling. Sounds like a nice guy, but he was also very nervous talking to us, so I can't imagine how he would be on a date.
Yeah, like everything you can imagine, like times 1,000.
Did it get better as you guys hung out longer?
No, it only got worse.
Oh. How did it get worse?
Like, he showed up almost 20 minutes late.
Right.
Without letting me know.
When he walked in, though, despite being 20 minutes late, were you kind of excited? Like, oh, he's cute.
I mean, he was like nerdy, awkward, cute. I was like, maybe this could end well. But I've been waiting for him to order, and the waitress came, and he gave her our menus and said we wouldn't be ordering food. We were just going to get drinks. But I'd waited all day to eat.
What?
It was already like after 7, and I hadn't eaten, and all we were getting was drinks. Like, we went to this nice restaurant, and we weren't even going to get food. Like, why didn't we just go to the bar?
Oh, I would have been like, hell no, I'm getting food. You don't even want to see me when I'm hungry right now.
We were like a few drinks in, and I started getting a little tipsy, and I finally was like, hey, man, like, I'm really hungry. Like, is it okay if we order something? And he was like, yeah, sure, I'll get an appetizer for us to split.
Oh, wow.
So then he decides to get calamari, which is fine. It was great.
Yeah.
And I was eating, and he could tell that I was uncomfortable. So then he says, can I ask you a question? And, of course, I said, sure. And he asked me if I'm having a good time because my face doesn't look like I'm having a good time.
Your face doesn't look like you're having fun. What'd you say to that?
I just smiled and put more calamari in my mouth.
Come on, you were, though, probably showing some pain on your face at this point.
I think at that point, a few drinks in, no food in my stomach, I couldn't hide a thing.
All right.
Yeah.
So it was just a very awkward time for you.
It was extremely awkward.
All right. You know what else is going to be awkward?
What?
He's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you right now.
Wait, what?
Yep. Kip, where you at?
Hi, Mona.
Oh, no. Hi, Kip.
Hi.
Oh, Kip.
Kip, why are you doing this? I'm confused.
Well, you weren't answering my messages.
Oh.
I thought I wanted to talk to you and see if you wanted to go on another date.
Oh, Kip.
Kip, did you hear what I upset about our first date?
Yeah, and but listen, the thing is, okay, so I don't date a lot, and I really liked you, and you made me nervous, and I was already really nervous because I was late, and the thing is, I just showed up, and I just wasn't expecting a woman of your nature to be there.
Kip, what does that even mean?
What did that mean, Kip?
No, I just mean you're very beautiful. You know, you're very you have captivating features. You know.
Kip, that's really sweet.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and I just got nervous, and that's why maybe I wasn't the best dater. I was nervous, and I could tell you weren't having a good time, and the reason I didn't order a bunch of food is because I don't know, maybe we were gonna, something was gonna happen.
What?
Oh, Kip.
Wait, what are you talking about, Kip? What was going to happen if you ordered food?
I don't know. Maybe you just, if you don't know what happens if the date goes well, and
gosh.
I just didn't want to have anyone to feel awkward about having bad breath or have stuff in their teeth or anything.
You mean like if you guys are gonna kiss or something at the end there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I thought he was planning a lot more than that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
me
Kip.
too, but I'm not really giving Kip that much credit.
I was like, damn, son, slow down.
No. I just meant kissing. Like, we might kiss if it went well. It's a date. It's how would,
Okay.
Kip, I get being nervous, like going on dates and stuff, but you probably don't want to ask if they're having a good time because their face doesn't look happy. Kind of a turnoff.
I didn't mean like that. I mean, your face is beautiful. Your whole is beautiful. You're beautiful, I didn't mean it like that. I just meant like I could tell like you weren't having a good time and I wanted you to have a good time,
Yeah, Kip, but maybe you could have phrased it a little differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I was nervous, and I don't date a lot, okay? But, listen, I'm a really nice guy, and, I just feel like I could do it right, We could go somewhere and get food, and I don't know.
Mona, think about it. He's laying it all out there. Maybe next time, because it's all out in the open, he won't have those same type of nerves.
I mean, he's really sweet. And everything he does seems pretty genuine.
Well, how about this, Mona? Would you go out with Kip on a second date? I will pay for it.
Oh,
free second date. What's that?
Said we would get food this time.
You can get food.
Yes,
I promise.
Yes, we could do whatever. We could go bowling or get food or whatever.
He's the same way.
Kip, you really like bowling, don't you?
I just don't date a lot, and that's just the last date I went on. We went bowling, and we had a great time.
Oh.
You guys don't have to go bowling if you don't want to, Mona. You can do anything. We will pay for it, though. Will you go out with Kipling again?
You know what? I guess he does deserve a second chance.
Whoa!
That almost sounded not painful.
What does that mean?
You're saying yes?
Yes, I'll go out with Kip again.
Yay!
Yeah, really? You won't regret it, I promise.
Congratulations, Kipling. You got a second date, man.
I can't believe you guys did this. This is amazing.
Yeah!
Kip, I can't believe we did it either, honestly.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Got a text in at 78592 that says, I can't believe Jubal didn't advise her to wear a turtleneck on their next date. Talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, this guy named Kipling, or Kip as we call him, wanted to call this girl named Mona. He had a very awkward first date with her. I think he's just kind of awkward at everything.
Yeah.
He hasn't dated in a while, and apparently he was so nervous on his first date, he couldn't stop staring at her chest.
Yeah, he was shocked that she had boobs when he showed up.
Yeah.
Because apparently he hasn't seen a woman in the last, lifetime.
Yeah. She showed up and had a large chest, and he was like, I couldn't even listen to what she was saying at all, and it was very awkward.
He's like, don't look. Okay, look, now you're looking too much.
Yeah, another text in at 78592 that says, Kip needs to wear blinders on a date so he doesn't get distracted. He does.
Except for instead of blinding the sides, it's just blinding anything below eye level.
Yeah, and somehow we were actually able to get the girl to go out with him again. I don't know how, But I'm very happy. I was pulling for him the whole time. He sounds like a great dude, just not good at dating at all.
Do you really think the second date is going to go that much better?
I don't at all, but I'm glad that he was able to get a second date. Another text in at 78592 that says, Mona sounds super hot. Kip is not even close to being in her league.
Whoa.
Wow.
Wait,
you don't even know.
Does Kip have competition out there? There's some other nerd trying to win over Mona's love
I
on
would
a
just
text
stare
board?
straight at her chest and let her know I was doing it.
I can handle it.
So
I'll
anyway,
take that woman from Kip.
they got a second date. People are asking at 78592 to get an update on their second date. We'll see if we can do that for you. If she actually does go out with him again.
Yeah, she might have just
I don't know that there's going to be a lot of update.
Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
A lot of times when you're out on a first date, you do something embarrassing. You embarrass yourself somehow. And then you never want to see that person again. Even if they like you, they call you, they try to get you on the phone. You're like, what happened on the date was just way too embarrassing. I remember I went on a date with this girl a long time ago, and we went out on the date, and we were there, and like there were people coming up and recognizing me from the radio, and we were leaving, and I gave like this homeless guy like $100 bill, and he cried about how it changed his life and all this stuff. And I was so embarrassed because she had just gone out with the perfect man, and I was like, there's no way I can continue this. I'm so embarrassed that she saw that stuff happen. I can't continue it. So she'd try to call me, and I just would ignore her calls. I knew it was just going to ruin everything.
And I'm sure she also looked like, a supermodel as well, but you had to turn it down.
Yeah, and that was it. I felt like I was too attractive for her. All kinds of embarrassing stuff happened on that date. Well, James, who is on the phone with us right now, has an embarrassing story from his date, too. Maybe not as embarrassing as my thing.
Whoa.
But something happened on his date that is actually very embarrassing. Not for him, for the girl that he actually went out with. Oh, no. And that's why he thinks she's not calling him back. James, what's up, man? How are you?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
So the problem on your date wasn't that you were too perfect like I have?
No, not this time.
Okay.
Not this time.
So tell us a little bit about the girl that you want us to call today. Her name is Lauren?
Yep.
And where did you meet Lauren?
We got set up on a blind date.
Was it, was it blind, or did you Google search her, find her on Facebook?
Completely blind.
Really?
All I knew was the person knew.
That is risky.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And what did you guys decide to do when you went out?
Well, I didn't want to do anything, high pressure, high stakes, so we got in touch and we met for breakfast one day.
Okay.
And how did breakfast go? You guys enjoyed each other's company even though you hadn't seen each other or known anything about each other?
Yeah, I don't want to sound cliche or anything, but I mean, it was great. I mean, we had about an hour date and it just flew by. She was stunning. When she walked up for the first time, she was absolutely beautiful. So that, I guess that's a lot of the anxiety of a blind date was out the window.
What was her reaction to you? I mean, did you pick up on anything? Did she seem similarly, satisfied?
Yeah, I mean, we were joking around by the end of it, like we were old pals. She was laughing at my jokes, she was cutting jokes around me, and there was really no awkward lull in the conversation. Just one sort of topic led to the other, and
James,
she seemed to really.
Look, the date sounds great and everything. It sounds awesome, but I want to know about the embarrassing part. That's what I want to talk about right now.
All right. So after we finished breakfast, we didn't have anything to do for a while, so I said, let's just go for a drive. Just to drive. No expectations, no nothing like that. So she said, fine, let's do it. That sounds like a great idea. So we hop in my car, and we're driving around, and we're stopping at, really nice little parks and little things here and there that just are nice to look at. And so while we're driving and we're joking around, and I start to, as playfully, nothing expected, but playfully just tickle her side, nudge her in the side, see she's ticklish. So I just tickle her here, tickle her there, just goofing around, sort of a flirty kind of thing.
Real quick, James, was she into that? Because tickling somebody on a first date, to me, sounds kind of strange.
Tickling somebody that you've dated for a year even is hard sometimes.
I mean, I know it was a little bit weird, but I mean, she was laughing. She seemed to have a good time. She never told me to stop or push me away or anything.
Okay.
Right.
And as she's laughing, as I'm having a good time, she let one fly.
And what did she do after she farted on your first date?
She turned the reddest color of red you've ever seen in your life.
Did you keep tickling her? Did you say anything? Did you try to act like you didn't notice it?
Because, I mean, it wasn't like a silent one where maybe you heard it. Like, there was no doubt that you heard it and it was from her.
Did you start laughing? I mean,
I did not know. It's like you put the mute button on the car.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
It's so hard not to sometimes, though, because farts are so funny.
I wouldn't have known how to react in that situation. I think I would have just acted like it didn't happen, but obviously it's one of those situations where, like, if you're on an elevator and you smell something, you're like, one of us did it.
Yeah.
And
nobody make eye contact.
Nobody just like will pretend. But unfortunately,
I mean, the elevator is safer because, I mean, in a car with two people, it's a pretty short process of elimination.
yeah. Well, I was gonna say, and unfortunately, you're stuck with her now because you're on a date. So
Yeah, so I mean, you could tell she was really embarrassed. She was like slinking down in her seat. She was trying to get as close to the door as possible. Like, she was so embarrassed, and I mean, it happens.
Yeah.
I mean, these things happen. It's what happens inside of us. And I was trying to tell her, like, it's okay. You got nothing to worry about. Everyone does it. I do it. We all read that book growing up. You know? So it's just a natural thing.
And what was her response to that?
She was like, thank you. I understand. It's just really embarrassing. And she could tell that I was trying to help her, but I felt bad for her. I really did, because she was really beating herself up about it, and she didn't really have a reason to. But, I mean, I understand where she was coming from.
Yeah. Now, I'm assuming your date ended shortly after that?
It did. I asked her if she wanted to keep driving or if she wanted to call it, and she said, I think, I really had a great time, but I need to get going. I got stuff to do.
Mm-hmm.
So we drove back to the restaurant where we had breakfast, and that's where her car was, and we sort of did that, awkward goodbye where we both kind of still have the seatbelts on, but we hugged across the steership.
Oh, that's so awkward.
Happier driver's side.
Right. Okay.
And I asked her, can I call you or can I text you? Can I see you again? And she told me she would text me or she would call me.
And you haven't heard anything from her at all?
No, not a thing.
Have you tried to get a hold of her?
Yeah, I've texted her a couple times, and I called her once, and it went right to voicemail. But otherwise, nothing.
Okay.
I can't imagine being so embarrassed about one fart that you wouldn't ever call a guy again,
girls-
especially when the guy is expressing so much interest
Yeah, but
in you.
girls
Still.
don't fart. Like,
Yeah.
we don't think about that.
And if she wasn't embarrassed before, now all of Seattle knows what she did.
Very embarrassed now. All right, well, we're going to play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
All right, thanks, man.
All right, hold on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
You know, James, I think I know how you screwed up on your first date.
Yeah?
Yeah. I was thinking about it. James wants us to call this girl named Lauren today. They went out on a breakfast date. And it was all good and everything else, but the most important part of the date that we need to remember is she farted on their first date because he was tickling her, and then she was very embarrassed about that, and the date ended shortly after, and he thinks that she's not calling him back because she's embarrassed. And she probably was very embarrassed, and I think, James, the mistake that you made on your date was after she did that, after she tooted, you just try to make her feel better by consoling her, being like, oh, don't worry about it, everybody does it. What you should have done was fart yourself.
Absolutely.
Louder than her. And then you guys could have like a little fart battle in the car, and then it would be cute to be like, see, everybody does it, you know?
That's actually a good idea.
If I had that talent, I might have.
Okay,
Yeah.
if you could do it on command. All right, you ready to call her and see if the reason that she isn't calling you back is because of Fartgate?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, man. Dial the phone number right now.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Lauren, please?
This is she.
Hey, Lauren, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Where are you calling from?
Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
Okay. Why are you calling?
I'm
Sorry.
calling because we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. It's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then aren't calling them back, and they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and ask if something went wrong.
Okay, I didn't email anyone.
I know you didn't email
I
us.
didn't give the... Okay.
Somebody emailed us about you, though.
About me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you recently went out on a date with one of our listeners.
Okay.
His name is James.
Oh, my God.
You remember going out with James?
You know what? I don't think this is a good idea for me to talk to you.
Really? Can I just tell you real quick what he said about you? Because I really would like for you guys to go out again because he liked you a lot.
Well, first of all, he shouldn't have said anything about me.
Okay. Well, he told us about your first date, and he told us about the embarrassing incident.
What do you mean?
Well, he said that during the date, he was kind of tickling you, you're messing around, and then you passed gas.
Oh, Lauren.
He told you that?
Yes, he did.
It's okay. Don't be embarrassed.
But it's not a big deal, and that's why we're.
First of all, it's not even about being embarrassed. I cannot believe he would. So, what was the whole point of him calling you and he called you to tell you that so you could just embarrass me on the radio?
No, not at all, Lauren. He called and told us that because when we do this segment, we always talk to people about the date that they went on to figure out if there's anything awkward that happened.
Well, that's really messed up. He shouldn't have told you that because it was private.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. The only reason he told us that, though, was because he thought that's why you weren't calling back because you were embarrassed.
This is so up. He should be embarrassed. He's a complete weirdo. Like, I thought he was a psycho, and obviously he is.
Why do you think he's a psycho?
First of all, it was weird that he was tickling me, by the way. That's so weird.
I thought that. Okay, so you sound like you don't like him very much. Before we let you...
I mean, I'm sorry. If you would like to know what a weirdo he is, I'm happy to tell you because obviously he has no problem calling a radio station and telling them something personal about me.
I would love to hear what a weirdo he is. And I'm sorry. You shouldn't be embarrassed. We're not trying to embarrass you at all.
No.
It's more just so James can know why you're not calling him back.
Well, so we went out for breakfast. On our date because I wanted to make sure he wasn't a weirdo, and it was actually nice. And then he wanted to know if I wanted to take a drive. It was a really nice day out, and on the drive it was beautiful. It was the perfect day, and so we just stopped in parks. We just stopped at various places. But then when we got to one place, and he pulled over, and I was like, "Oh, I thought he was going to try to make out with me." And he told me that he had something he wanted to show me, so. He got out of the car, and I got out of the car, and he walked me back to the trunk of the car.
Oh, my gosh.
That is scary already.
What was going through your mind at that moment?
I was worried that there was going to be a sledgehammer, but I was hoping it would be I don't know, maybe he was getting a jacket or something. You know what I mean? I was like, maybe he's getting a jacket.
Right.
So he opened the trunk, and he pulled out an urn. Okay, like a silver urn.
Weird.
And he said, "This is really important to me. This is really special to me. This is my father."
What?
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's a little bit heavy for a first date.
Yeah, and I didn't even know what to think. I was just silent. I didn't even ask anything. I didn't want to know anything about it at that point.
Yeah.
And then he just says, because my father really loved birds. And so whenever I drive to someplace beautiful and see bird feeders, I stop because it was his final wish that I sprinkle his ashes into the bird feeders so he can be free with the birds.
Oh wow. That is...
That's a lot.
That's kind of weird. I mean...
so weird.
If that's his father's last wishes... That's one thing, but to do that with you on a first date, hey, we're going to share this special experience and feed my father's ashes to some birds, I could see how that would kind of turn you off a little bit, Lauren.
That's at least third date material.
So
Come on.
Did you guys spread ashes together?
Yeah, because I was afraid he was going to kill me. Because I was like, how did his father die? Did he kill his dad?
Yeah.
Not natural causes, bro.
Wow. All right. I can see why that turned you off then, Lauren. That's kind of strange.
Yeah, I was just so relieved, honestly, when I got home and I was not dead.
Yeah, all right. Hey, Lauren.
Yeah.
He's also on the other line right now.
Are you serious?
I am. Sorry.
Hi, Lauren.
Oh, my God.
I'm just a little offended that, I decided to open myself up and let you in on something, personal and special to me, and then you judge me by it,
What? First of all, here's the thing. I'm really sorry to hear about your dad, but you need to understand that that's actually nuts, what you did. I didn't even know your dad was dead. If we've been dating for a while, fine, maybe, but not only was it our first date, it was the first time that I met you. So did you know we were going to do that? That's weird.
No, I had no intention, but when we were driving and I saw the birds and I said,
Yes,
this
there's
would be a
birds
great
everywhere.
time
You like pull over every time you see a bird?
make good to my dad, and at the same time, see what kind of connection I have with this girl that I had a great time at breakfast with, had a great time talking to, had a great time driving with, and I thought, maybe she was kind of real. Maybe she was a little bit deeper than just a puddle, that maybe she might
Wow.
understand
Are you
what I was doing.
serious? Because I am weirded out when you pulled out an urn on our first date. I'm shallow.
It's a little bit because you can't understand why I'm doing it.
It is weird that you would take me to the trunk of your car, pull out an urn of your dad's ashes on our first date, and then feed the birds with it.
I mean, I didn't get weird when, you told me about all these traditions you have with your grandma and all these other things.
Yeah, that is different. I was telling you what we used to make on Thanksgiving. If I told you that she was dead and I baked her ashes into a pie and ate it every Thanksgiving, then it would be the same.
Must I remind you that I overlooked the fact that you completely stunk up my car?
That is so up. Like, by the way, it's like completely weird also to tickle people on the first date. Like,
Oh, yeah, we forgot about the tickling thing.
Very true.
Well, it sounds like you two just had a wonderful time together, and that would mean that I need to ask Lauren if she would like to go on a second date with James. We'll pay for you on a second date. No? You answered before I was even done asking the question, Lauren.
No, I'm sorry. I just can't. I understand that this is very personal to him, that I cannot.
All right. James, I'm sorry, man. No second date for you.
Can't blame the guy for trying, I guess.
Yeah. Maybe just wait a little while to bust out your dad's ashes on a date,
I could probably try that out.
Yeah, try that, and then also wait a little while to bust out the tickling on a date.
Yes.
She should not order the burrito.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
You ever go out on a date with someone and you're not sure why, but you just know that they hate you the whole time?
Wow, no, I haven't.
No?
I feel like that's happened to you more than once, though.
Yeah, all the time. Even in current relationships, it's weird. We're just out and I'm like, I know that you hate me and I don't understand why. Well, Vic is on the phone for a second date update today, and he was in that situation. He went out with a girl that he met on Tinder, and he says it just seems like she didn't like him very much, but he liked her, and now he wants to call and try to get a second date. What's up, Vic?
Hey.
Oh, yeah, I get it. I understand why she didn't like you now. Totally makes sense.
You too, huh?
Yeah, me too. I'm sorry, man. I'm going to be on the phone with you for 3 seconds. So, your email said that the girl you went out with just was cold to you the whole time?
Frigid, I think would be the word I would use.
Then why are you even calling us? Why would you want to go out with somebody that you didn't obviously connect with?
Well, I really liked her, and I just have to know if whatever I did is something that I do on dates, and if it's going to plague me, for the rest of my life.
I like how you're already blaming yourself for the whole thing. That's good.
Has this happened to you before?
Not exactly. I mean, I've dated online before, and either it goes well or it goes really poorly.
Okay.
So there's no in between.
Yeah, and this one sort of felt like an in-between. It didn't seem like we had no chemistry. It just didn't seem like she liked me.
And was it the whole date that she didn't like you, or was there a turning point?
I would say about 12 minutes in.
Took you
So the whole date.
12 minutes for her not to like you. What did you guys do on your date?
We decided to go rock climbing.
Oh, that's ambitious. I assume you guys saw that you both were into that on Tinder?
Well, she's got a lot of pictures of her doing, like really athletic stuff, like playing volleyball at the beach. And, she seemed like she probably played sports in college. And it seemed like a fun thing for us to do. I'd gone like once or twice before, and she'd never gone. And so she said it sounded like fun.
Yeah, sounds like an awesome date.
Yeah, and so we went to the place, and they've got, they set you up, they give you a harness, and, teach you how to get hooked in and what to do. And we paid for 2 hours, thinking that, we'd be good and tired.
Not knowing that 12 minutes in, she'd want it to be over.
Exactly. And so I looked over at her at one point, and she just had this look on her face like she was doing the last thing in the world she wanted to be doing.
Did it look, from the sounds of it, it looks like she wanted to push you off the fake rock wall that you were on.
Yeah, she just didn't seem like she was having it. So I said to her, look, maybe this isn't our thing. Forget the 2 hours. Like, I know an oyster shack a few miles down the road. Let's go there, and we'll switch the date up a little bit.
See, I feel like that is good self-awareness in a date.
There you go.
How did she respond?
She was relieved, it seemed like, at first, and she said, you know what, I think that'd be a great idea. I'm not really feeling this. So we got to the Oyster Shack, and we ordered drinks, and this conversation would, kind of start and stop. We'd find a thread, talk for a minute or so, and then it would sort of die. And then it was kind of up to me to start the next thread of conversation. It just seemed like she had something on her mind. There was something bothering her, and I didn't know what it was. It kind of felt like that throughout the night.
That sucks.
And by night, I mean 25 minutes, because she then tells me that she has a work presentation that she'd totally forgotten about, that she had to go prepare for, and I'm going like, this is weird. It's 5:30 on a Sunday, and
Completely slipped my mind. I have the biggest presentation of my life tomorrow, and I don't know why I forgot. So I'm going to go handle that right now.
And theoretically, I would like to give her the benefit of the doubt, because, I mean, if she really did have a presentation the next day, then, maybe that was why she was not having fun rock climbing, maybe why she couldn't really hold a conversation together. So
that's true. She could have been preoccupied with trying to get ready for her thing and felt like she was kind of wasting time on a date at that moment.
Either that or I'm really unlikable.
That's so sad.
You seem
fine. What did you like so much about her? Because she sounds like it was kind of a painful, awkward time with her.
She was gorgeous. She has these brown eyes that could pierce into your soul. And on Tinder, her profile, she says she's into old 80s horror movies, stuff I grew up on. It seemed like we were really going to hit it off. And when she was talking with me, I mean, she seemed really cool and interesting.
Those brief moments where she would respond to your comment or something.
Maybe she just wasn't attracted to you. And it's not to say that there's probably anything wrong with you, but maybe that was just it.
But we met on Tinder. So she has 4 pictures of what I look like.
Yeah, but how accurate are they?
I mean, they're all recent pictures that taken in the last year, so it looks like me. I mean, it's what I look like.
Okay, so it was definitely your personality that she didn't like. Good, we got the looks out of the way, and we know that it goes deeper than that. It goes straight down to your soul. So let's figure it out. We'll play a song, come back, and then call her and get your second date update, all right?
All right, thank you.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
If you're just joining us for today's second date update, Vic is on the phone, and Vic is the most likable, unlikable person I've ever met in my life. I say that because Vic went out with a girl named Jessie that he met on Tinder. They went rock climbing and then went to go get some oysters, but he says the whole time it just seemed like she hated him. And he wants to know if he's doing something on dates that makes women dislike him. Also, he says he likes her too, but more than that, he just wants to know what's unlikable about Vic. Sounds like a sitcom, Vic.
Yeah, it does.
If this doesn't work out as a second date, we could just maybe write a show. What's unlikable about Vic? What do you think?
I don't know if my ego could handle that.
Oh, no, Vic. Vic, I mean, what if she does say something super harsh about you?
Then I will know, and I can change.
Sometimes you can't change the things people don't like about you, and you just have to find somebody who does like it, okay, Vic?
Yeah, I don't know. She's really cool. I like her, and I hope she'll go out with me again.
Okay, well, let's get her on the phone and find out, first, why she seemed to have a horrible time, and second, if she'll do it all over again.
Sounds great.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Hello?
Can I speak to Jessie, please?
Hi, speaking.
Hey, Jessie, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm sorry, I don't know who that is.
We're a plumbing and contracting service. Just need to know if you need any work done in your neighborhood.
That'd be so amazing.
What are all those people in the background?
Hi, Jessie.
Yeah. What up? Those are all people that work at Brooke and Jubal in the morning, plumbing and contracting.
Why are we in the morning? Do we only plumb in the
We only do it in the morning.
I'm sorry, I'm confused. I don't know what's going on.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning is a radio show. And we're calling you today because we actually got an email from one of our listeners who wanted us to call you.
Okay.
His name is Vic.
Oh. All right.
That actually sounded kind of positive.
Okay, well, we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. So Vic emailed us because he really liked you a lot and was hoping you guys would go out again. But since your date, you haven't talked to him.
I don't think that's going to happen.
You don't think going out with him again is going to happen?
No.
What is it? So, Vic says it seems like you had a horrible time the entire time on your date. Like there was just something about him that you didn't like.
You know, it was a first date. It wasn't amazing, and it's not a big deal.
But it's a big deal to him because he liked you a lot.
Okay.
So, can you tell us, like, why didn't you like him?
He said like 12 minutes into the date is when you started being cold towards him.
Oh, he gave me 12 minutes? That's funny. No, it was way before that.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
You didn't even like him for 12 whole minutes, huh?
No.
How could he make you upset right away?
Well, for starters, he looked different than his pictures.
Really? He said all of his pictures were taken within the last year and looked just like him.
Oh, well, sure, but in his pictures, he was clean-shaven.
Okay.
Okay, so he showed up sporting a beard or something, and you don't like facial hair.
No, I'd be fine with a beard. He didn't show up with a beard.
What did he show up with?
He had a Hitler mustache.
What?
Like a fake one that you get at a costume store?
No, like a real one growing out of his face. Like he grew it on purpose.
Was it like to try to be ironic and hipster?
You know, I don't care if he's trying to be ironic. No one should have that.
Yeah, I agree.
Except for Michael Jordan. For some reason, Michael Jordan can wear a Hitler stash, and it's okay. He's the only person in America that can do it. But Vic...
It helps if you're a multimillionaire basketball star, though.
That's true. Vic obviously couldn't pull off the Hitler stash. He didn't tell us anything about that.
Well, maybe for him that's normal, but it just doesn't work for me.
But the thing is, okay, I can get where the mustache was a turnoff for sure, but that is something that can be easily changed.
I guess, but it just gave me this bad first impression, like I'm climbing up this rock wall and I look next to me and there's Hitler. Like,
yeah.
No wonder you hated him.
I could see how that'd be a little disturbing.
Yeah, disturbing is a good word for it.
Did you ask him about it at all? I mean, I don't know how you ask somebody.
You know, it's a first date. I don't need to ask about it. But then it just got worse. Like,
how does it get worse than Hitler?
Yeah.
Literally worse than Hitler. He kept like staring me down and being like, "Are you having a good time? Are you having fun?" And I'd be like, "Well, I'm trying to figure out how to climb this rock wall. You know, I've never done that before. And I'm trying to figure out this difficult thing." And he's like, "You're not smiling. I don't think you're having a good time." I'm like, "Well, I'm trying to."
It's like you were actually on a date with Hitler. You will have fun.
Have fun. You will have more fun. You're not having enough fun. Come on, man.
So I can't believe that you left the gym and then went and got drinks with him.
I thought maybe alcohol might calm him down a little. I was wrong. I shouldn't have gone to the second location with Hitler. I'm not going to do that again.
What happened then?
Oh, just more of the same. He's staring me down. Are you having fun? You don't look like you're having fun.
Now I picture him doing it and like his bangs falling in his face and him like angrily getting out of his face like, "Oh, you're having fun," just shouting at you the whole time.
That's pretty much what it felt like. It was just so weird.
Yeah.
Not to get weirder on you, Jesse, but Vic is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Wait, seriously?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God.
So you didn't have a presentation?
No, you know what? I didn't have a presentation.
That's the first thing he
Yeah, I mean,
Jesse got out of the date by saying that she had a work presentation, and that's what you're focusing on, Vic?
Well, that was a little rude to lie to somebody. I mean, you can just tell them the truth.
No, Vic, why do you have a Hitler stash, man?
Yeah.
That's how my mustache grows. I don't have like a full mustache, so it's kind of like a more abridged.
You're trying to get sympathy because your mustache doesn't grow full? Then don't have a mustache!
I do not think it looks like a Hitler stash. I've watched hours and hours of Hitler's speeches, and I do not.
Whoa!
I hope you mean like in documentaries and not just for your own research.
Yeah, no, I was a history major in college.
Okay,
it's getting way worse.
Start with that next time.
No, I mean, I've seen a lot of videos of Hitler, about Hitler, and I don't.
Whoa, why have you seen a lot of videos about Hitler? Like,
Jesse, didn't you hear me? I mean, I was a history major. I didn't go out of my way to watch Hitler videos, but I don't look like
okay.
Look, I think it looks good. I get that you don't think it looks good. I guess I have to ask some people that I'm close to and get a consensus.
Look, even if you don't look like Hitler, which is fine, that's what you think, it's still really rude and strange to spend the entire date asking me if I'm having fun yet and being mad at me for not having enough fun. You know, maybe if I wasn't like you, I would have been having fun.
I just don't understand. How is it rude to ask someone if they're having fun? I just thought that's what people do. Are you having fun? I'm having fun.
No, I'm not having fun. I'm not having fun now, and I wasn't having fun then.
Why aren't you smiling? Are you having fun? Why do you look like
I'm smiling? Because I'm not having fun. Because you keep asking me if I'm having fun. That's why.
So what can we do to make sure that you're having fun? That's why I'm asking you.
I could go do something else.
Problem solver, Vic. Hey, Jesse, would you like to see if you could have fun with Vic and go on a second date with him? We will pay for it.
You know what, Jubal? No. Please.
What?
I have heard enough. I do not want to go on another date with the Ice Queen.
Whoa! Ice Queen.
Oh, well, I guess I won't be having any fun at all, will I?
I've yet to see you have any fun, so.
Am I done now? Do I have to keep talking to you guys? Can I hang up?
Yeah, Jesse, that's fine. You can go. Thank you for your time.
Yep, thanks.
Yeah.
Wow.
Vic?
That was intense.
That was a little rough.
Sorry you didn't get a second date, man.
No, I'm even happier that I called now.
Really? You know now.
No, you need to shave that mustache off is what you need to do, Vic.
I think you really have the wrong idea of what this mustache looks like.
No.
It's very professional. I can go out into the world. I think that if I was walking around with a mustache that looked like Hitler, one person other than the crabbiest person I've ever met.
Well, and you think that she probably would have liked it. Like, with her attitude, she'd have been like, sweet.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 says, I don't care if that guy looks like Hitler. He sounded nice to me.
Really? I mean, but think about when you're getting intimate.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
I mean, I understand. If you missed today's second date update, we're talking about Vic, who wanted to call this girl named Jessie. They went out on a date, and she seemed instantly cold right away, and he wanted to know what he's doing wrong on dates or if he did something wrong just in that specific situation. And we got her on the phone and found out that she didn't really like him because he had a, quote, Hitler mustache right away. And then the whole time just like kept asking her if she was having fun because it was clear that she wasn't having fun, and that just kind of annoyed her. He says that he doesn't have one. He's just trying to grow his mustache out, and it grows in kind of weird or something. And nobody's ever told him that but her. So we don't know. We don't have a picture of him to say if he does have a Hitler stash or not.
I feel like it's such a distinguishable feature.
I think
like there's
you'd know.
no like gray area for that.
You can't make eye contact. You just make stash contact.
Yeah,
exactly. So I don't know. I don't know if he does or not. We'll try to get a picture of him and see if we can
that's
find
the most
out.
important piece.
He sends us a picture. It's black and white, and it looks like exactly like Hitler from there. Wait a second.
He's got slick back hair.
Yeah, hold on a minute.
Why is he wearing a uniform?
Yeah. Either way, they decided not to go out again. As a matter of fact, they'll probably never talk again because it didn't sound like they liked each other at all at the end of that phone call. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Yes.
You know, women are so hard to read sometimes because girls like a guy who is close with his family usually, right? Mm-hmm. And then you end up living with your mom when you're 25 years old, and then they judge you for it.
Yeah, it's so hard to understand that.
We're fickle that way.
You can't get that much closer with your family than living with them, right?
Yeah.
That's the problem that Carter is having. Carter is on the phone to do a second date update right now. He emailed us about a girl named Lily. Carter thinks the fact that he lives with his mom might have turned Lily off. Carter, how you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. How are you guys?
Good. First of all, I want to say I support your living situation.
Of course
I lived with my parents when I was 25, delivering newspapers, killing it. And it was awesome. I had no problem with it, but I could see how a girl would be turned off by that. So that's why you think the girl is not calling you back today?
Yeah, that's my hunch.
All right. Where did you meet her, first of all?
I met her online.
Online, all right.
And did you tell her right away that you lived with her mom, or did she have to come pick you up because you also don't have a car?
No, I have a car. And I'd like to make it clear the only reason I'm living with my mom right now is because I'm saving up to buy a house.
That's awesome, Carter.
It's happening soon, so yeah. So I just need to save up some money. As you know,
Is Mom coming to live with you at the house when you buy it?
Oh, leave him alone. Mom's making the down payment. He's just working up the mortgage.
You guys, this day and age, lots of people have to move home at some point.
Oh, I know.
To save money.
It's more common than you think.
Yeah, but they all always say, I'm saving money too.
Yeah, everyone says that.
Tell us a little bit about your date.
Okay, so I guess we were going to meet at my house. And when she got there, like, my mom
basically opened the door, and you could tell she was like a little shocked. I mean, I was kind of standing behind my mom, but Lily was a little shocked, like, wow, am I at the right place? Who is this person?
I'm picturing your mom answering the door in her bathrobe. Did she have...
No. She was not in her bathrobe.
All right.
Yeah, she was just, normal stuff, like whatever moms wear,
Whatever moms wear. Those mom jeans and stuff.
But it was definitely awkward. I would have preferred to answer the door myself. I'm not trying to hide anything, but I just think it was like right off the bat, that was for like first impression of things,
But Carter, if you live with your mom, you should probably tell somebody that before they meet you at the house.
Or just
You know what I mean? Like at least warn her, hey.
No, I know. I just, a part of me doesn't want to be judged for that. Like right off the bat, if I tell her that, she's going to be like, oh, never mind.
So your mom answered the door when she got to your house.
Yeah, and of course my mom, asked her a couple questions, and it was kind of awkward. I mean, it wasn't terrible. It was just a little awkward.
Because she felt like she was 16 dating in high school all over again, being grilled by your mother.
It's my mom. I mean, it's just like, she's awesome, but she just has questions, of course. So, but the date went really well. Like, we went to a really nice dinner. We had great conversation.
So why do you think your mom ruined it if the date continued to go fine?
I don't think my mom ruined it. I think that the fact that I live with my mom probably was, for her, was like a red flag. She probably, because there's like a stigma attached to it. It's like, okay, he must be some bum who's unemployed, who, just never, I don't know.
Did she seem like it bothered her?
Not really, at least not during dinner. I mean, like I said, we had a really great conversation. When we parted ways, there was a kiss. I mean, it wasn't anything like steamy or anything, but it was a kiss. And I said, I'd like to see you again. And she said, yeah, that'd be great. So
you're just assuming the fact that you live with your mom was a deal breaker for her?
Yeah, and I'm assuming that because I had texted her last week, and she said, oh, I'm really busy this week. Let's touch base. And then I've tried to touch base, and I haven't heard back from her.
Okay.
Is there any way that your frugality spilled over into other parts of the date where you were asking her to pay for everything?
No. I mean, I definitely paid for the meal. Like, I'm not a cheap person, but like I said, saving up for a house is expensive.
Yeah.
So it's taking a couple steps back to make a giant steps forward.
You didn't ask to come live with her, did you?
No.
I'm getting so tired of my mom being on my case. Can I come stay with you? All right, so nothing really strange happened that you can think of. She's just not calling you back, and you're assuming that it's the fact that you live with your mom.
Yeah, and then I guess a part of me wants to let her know that I'm not just telling her that I'm looking to buy a place. Like, I'm buying a place. Like, I'm closing on a place. I should be closing this week.
Oh, really? So you have a timeline.
Yeah, it's happening soon.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
All right. You're very insistent on telling us that. I hope you. Yeah, I hope you didn't keep talking about it this much on the date like Harvey. I promise I'm buying a place. I promise.
I'll send you over the papers later.
Yeah.
If you guys want copies of the papers, let me know. I'll fax them over to you.
All right, man. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Okay.
All right, hold on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Carter is on the phone with us right now. He wants to call a girl named Lily. We think we know why she isn't calling him back. Carter lives at home with his mom for the moment. He's saving up to buy a house. But Lily came to meet him. His mom answered the door before he had a chance to explain that he lives with his mother. So we're thinking that that's probably the reason she's turned off. I don't know why it's a deal breaker. Like, Lydia, the first couple years you were on this show, you used to date a lot of guys that were like this, that lived at home with their mom, right?
Are you talking about me? Because I lived at home with my parents.
She lived at home, too, yeah.
I had to move back after college. I lived there until I was 24.
So is this a turn off for you?
Not immediately, but I do think that maybe you should have told her first, because first impressions are everything, especially when you meet people online. So it just might have put her off a little bit.
Okay, Carter, you about ready to give her a call?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, well, I'm going to give her a call right now, see if we can get her on the phone, and then get your second date update, okay?
Okay, cool.
Hello,
Hi, is Lily there?
this is.
Lily, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. Do you have a second to talk?
Who's this?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. We're a morning radio program.
Okay.
You should check us out sometime. That'd be cool.
Okay.
Listen, the reason that we're calling you, I know it's kind of strange, is that you recently went out on a date with one of our listeners. His name is Carter.
Okay. And
Okay. Carter emailed us because he really liked you and would love to see you again. But unfortunately, you haven't been calling him back. So he asked us to call and see if we could find out why.
I think that's a little personal, don't you think?
Well, I mean, it might be, but he's the one that wanted us to call you.
Okay.
Is there a specific reason that you're not calling Carter back?
Well, I don't know.
So you just don't know? You have no idea why you're not calling him back?
Just
So you'd like to see him again?
well.
So no, you wouldn't like to see him again.
Well, he's kind of a mama's boy.
I knew it.
All right.
I knew it.
Okay. Yeah, Lily, we talked to Carter about your date, and he told us that he lives with his mom, and he thought maybe that was the reason you weren't calling him back.
Was it shocking to open the door and have his mom standing there?
Well, yeah, and he's standing behind her like,
Yeah.
weird.
I
All
would
right.
have felt
He admitted that he probably should have told you beforehand if you were coming over to his house that he lives with his mom. Did he tell you why he lives with his parents right now?
He briefly talked about that he was saving money and stuff like that, but
Yeah, he's saving up to buy a house.
yeah, but it wasn't just that. He lived with his mom.
Did he talk about her a bunch or something? I mean, when
No.
when you say mama's boy, that's what that makes me think is like,
Yeah, I mean, okay, we're at his house, and I meet his mother. Okay, awkward first date. And we're about to leave, and Carter's mom goes, "Honey, can you drop me at a friend's house?"
What?
And he said, "Yes, it's on the way," and that.
Are you saying he gave his mom a ride somewhere?
Yes, and it was even worse. Is he put me in the back seat.
No way.
You didn't even get to ride shotgun? Well, of course not. That's his mom.
Come on, there's
so
some
he-
boundaries there that are obviously a problem.
Okay, so he actually gave his mom a ride somewhere.
Yeah, before our date. So he gives his mom a ride, and we drop her off, whatever, and this is probably the kicker from me right here. Mom leaned over, and they kissed on the mouth when they said goodbye, and that's just...
Well, I mean, it's...
I don't know. I kiss my mom on the mouth.
Oh, I don't. Gross. No
Brooke.
way.
Really?
Yeah, so...
It's a little peck,
all right,
right?
so he's definitely a mama's boy then. Wow. All right, he didn't mention that he gave his mom a ride. He just said that you met his mom and he thought that might have been awkward for you.
No, I think putting me in the back seat on our first date and then giving his mom a kiss goodbye on the mouth. I mean, are you f***ing kidding me? Come on.
All right. Lily, at this point, I should tell you that Carter is actually on the phone and has been listening this entire time.
Hopefully not his mom, too. I don't know. Possible.
I honestly don't understand what the big deal is. I'm saving up to buy a house, for one. Two, to give my mom, who gave birth to me, a ride somewhere? Hardly seems like too much to ask.
But on a first date, Carter, give me a break. Weird.
What am I supposed to do? Say, hey, Mom, listen, oh, no, I don't think she feels comfortable with this. Can you just call a cab? That's ridiculous.
Right.
No, but I mean,
that.
you could.
My mom.
I'm sure you told your mother we were going on a date, a first date.
Yeah, I did,
Right.
but I also felt like I was going on a date with somebody who might be a little bit more understanding than this.
Oh.
Because this just seems like you're coming across as really. What would you do if your dad or your mom asked for a ride? Oh no,
I
sorry,
would say no. If I'm going on a date for the first time with someone, I'm not going to be driving my parents around or my mother
so
around.
You would be willing. You would tell your parents who raised
This is what
you,
would
who
happen.
raised
I
you.
would just tell them, no, I'm going on a first date. I'm busy. I can't do anything for you. I'm sorry.
Well, I guess I'm a better son than you are. I don't know. I mean, I find that ridiculous. To put somebody that I'm going out with once ahead of my mom, that's not going to happen.
Hey,
So,
Carter, you don't think it's a little weird, though, to give your mom a ride somewhere on your date?
absolutely not.
But why couldn't, her friend come pick her up, Carter? I mean, there's other solutions, right?
I just don't think it's that big of a deal to give my mom a ride. She's letting me live with her. You know? It was also on the way to the restaurant. It's not like I was driving 30 minutes out of the way. It wasn't even an inconvenience.
Okay. Lily, did you at least like his mother?
You know, I was a little weirded out first at him in the back seat. Then he kisses his mom on the mouth goodbye. I don't know. That's a lot for a first date.
Listen, that's my mom, okay? She gave birth to me. What am I going to tell her? No, hey, please, Mom, give me a kiss on the cheek. Like, that is
I
so
would.
ridiculous.
Carter, if my mom was trying to kiss me on the mouth, I'd shove her off me so quick. That is disgusting.
Yeah, well,
It's your mother.
Who cares?
Thank you.
Pervert, don't kiss me on the lips. You're my mom. Get off of me. Hey, Lily, I would love to ask if you'll go on a second date with Carter. We will pay for it. Would you like to go out with him again? Just him, not his mom?
Honestly, at this point, I'm really not interested. I thought that she was somebody who she's not, so I'm not interested at all. Thank you guys for helping me, but I don't want to go on a second date.
Carter, you want me to send you out on a date with Mommy? I'll pay for that.
She'd probably be a better time than Lily would say.
Better kiss her. You get more action anyway.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.